Hey, yo, it's the good. It's your boy Super Kev. Welcome to another episode of the Super Kev Livecast season 4. We on YouTube, baby. For those of you new to the page, welcome to the hottest to-do list show on the internet. If it's not, your job is to let me know who got it so that I can like, comment, share, and subscribe to their page. Same way I ask you to like, comment, share, and subscribe to yours truly. So you're tuned into the hottest to-do list show on the internet. However, when I'm late, like I've been, we're only going to go through the forms of income that correspond to that day. So this episode is episode 128, and it represents March 22nd, which was a Tuesday. So let's talk about income number 2. All right, quick little recap. Income 1 is earned income, exchanging your time for money. And income number 2 is profit income. So if your bills are already paid from your first job, you can now do whatever you want with the money from your second job. And before I move on, first off, I'd like to apologize because I told y'all yesterday that I was going to go back to back. However, um, how can I say this? However, the appointment that my mom had got moved up or earlier. Therefore, I wasn't able to go back to back like I wanted. And so what we're going to do today is I'm going to bang out this episode. I want to finish in 15 minutes or less. Then y'all know I'm going to pull up at 8 o'clock to Coffee with Friends. Then after Coffee with Friends, come back and make up yesterday's episode. As far as Thursday, because it's Thursday at the time of this recording, the Thursday episode will most likely happen in the afternoon. So I just wanted to be transparent about that. On Thursdays, I like to pull up after the stock drop. All right, that way, if you want to invest with the Kev, you can. And before I move on, this is not financial advice. This is entertainment purposes only. All right, speaking about Coffee with Friends, Raw to the Bone says good morning. So good morning. You already know what it is. Happy Thursday. So let's bang this out real quick because the more interesting show will be happening next up. All right. Uh, so before we get into income two, what state is in the house? I haven't said that in a while. I've been playing catch up. So what state is in the house? I'm trying to hit all 50 states. I've been stuck at 24 for like maybe a month now. So if you are watching this, let me know what state is being represented so that we can color in that map over there. And my goal is to hit all 50 states. And then y'all saw yesterday we had the Globe. So the Super Kev Livecast show, we trying to, if I can't get no support and love in Boston, we out. We gonna go global, international, you name it. All right, so show that love in the comments. Now let's jump into income two, because that's y'all tuned in to talk money. All right. So first, I'm gonna go over what I got to do for income two, and then we'll talk about the main topic, which is income number two if you are a high schooler. All right. So let's see. Found it. So today, of course, is income number 2 day or Tuesday. All right. Anyways, um, document receipts. So any receipt that shout out New Jersey in the building. Any receipt that I get, y'all know I upload it with Fetch Rewards. So feel free to use my link. I post it all the time. If you're not there, you're missing out on free money. And I don't understand why you would miss out on free money, but that's on y'all. Income 2 out of 7, Google Docs and ideas. So when I come up with ideas, of course, I write them down. But I have Google Docs where I write where I'm going to work at, how far it is. That's for tax purposes, by the way. How much I'm charging, and then how much they actually paid, who owes me. All of that stuff is in my document. So I'm always up to date with my money. All right. Next, engineer music Tuesday on IG. I still owe y'all that 4,000 track, 4,000 followers track. And I mean, I'm very busy, so I can't tell you when it's going to happen. Hopefully, one of these days I'll have some free time to make that happen. But just look out for it. I'll keep y'all posted. Uh, Chase bread overnight, allegedly, supposedly, hypothetically. Again, document any of those hours. E-Rewards is a survey app in which you exchange your time for money. And I argue that the best time to do e-rewards is if you are in traffic, not driving, of course, but if you're a passenger in traffic, waiting for the bus or the train, or on the bus or the train. All right. That way you can, let's say you're going to work. Let's say you're going to work for minimum wage. Out in Massachusetts, I believe that's $15 an hour. So imagine you're heading to work. You had to pay $2 to get on the bus, maybe three at this point. You know, they be raising the price. So let's say you pay $3 to get on the bus. Why not take some surveys while you're on the bus, try to get your $3 back? All right, again, it's not financial advice. I'm just putting y'all onto game that I'm in. So when y'all see me taking the bus to get to some type of a job, that's so I can maximize my time and get more money. All right, so e-rewards is one of those that I do. I mentioned Fetch Rewards earlier, but I wanted to update y'all that I got 9,096 points. Don't know what I can get with it yet, but y'all know I'm going to lean towards anywhere in which I could transfer the money and purchase cryptocurrency for the future. All right. So straight up, if they have a PayPal gift card, you know I'm in there because I can get Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, or Ethereum on PayPal. If they got a Venmo card, same thing. You know, Venmo bought out by PayPal. So there you have it. Okay. Another one, Get Upside, cashback reward program for using a debit or credit card at participating restaurants, gas stations, or convenience stores. I stay at the gas station. So the update for my Get Upside is for the month of March, year 2022, $21.37. Now, if you have more than $10, you can transfer it to your bank account without a penalty. However, I told y'all what we're going to do, and I've been trying to do my best to stay consistent. On the last Monday of the month, or the day before the first Tuesday, however it goes on the calendar, whatever. But basically, for this one, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. On April 4th, I'm going to transfer this money over. And then on April 5th, we're going to use whatever money ships over into PayPal. And then I will be investing in Bitcoin Cash. All right. So the free money I'm getting back, Bitcoin Cash. Um, and that's another cryptocurrency. Again, you could buy it right there on PayPal. Don't let Uncle Chops hear that because then he's gonna rash me and say, "Why are you doing it on PayPal? That ain't official." It don't matter. I'm just trying to put y'all onto game instead of just wasting the money. We invest in it, and the reason why I picked the first Tuesday is just because we're talking about income number two. So my income number twos, I like to take care of them on a Tuesday. That's really what's going on here. All right. So look out for, is that next week? Nah, look out for 2 Tuesdays from now and we'll have an update because the month is not over. Hopefully that 2137 will go up. All right. But then when April 5th come, you should notice that it'll go back down to zero and then we restart it again for the month. I update the gas prices on Waze. So while I'm already get upsiding, I'm already there. So I update the gas prices. So I got 85,263 points. One of the reasons why I share that with y'all is, first off, I don't even know what I can do with them points on Waze. I believe they're owned by Google, by the way. But I'm trying to show y'all that when you're consistent, that if you're reading my description box, you should notice that this number is going up, even if you just check it on Tuesdays. All right. So I just want to be consistent with that. Okay. Another side hustle of mine is I am now a world-class math tutor. All right. So I do not tutor today. However, on my list, the reason why I wrote it like this is because on Tuesdays moving forward is where I'm going to ship over the money from the tutoring. All right. That way, it's sort of like I'm getting paid every day. Like when I tutor, a lot of people pay me on site, allegedly. So actually, let me skip that and just talk about it right now. So when I get paid from tutoring, 55% of the money goes to bills. 25% goes to Litecoin. And again, Litecoin is bought on PayPal. So we got Bitcoin Cash is bought from the Get Upside money, but then 25% of my tutoring money, which again is a side hustle of mine that in my head I would do it for free. I'm only charging because you know what I'm saying, I got debt. So boom. But I really love making math easy for students around the city of Boston. And because the money feels like, it doesn't feel like I have to work for it, even though I am, even though I have a lot of information to share. It doesn't quite feel like it. So I decided to get a little bit riskier. So Litecoin is probably not as stable as Bitcoin or Ethereum. However, to me, it's stable enough because it's in the what I consider the core four. And I'm gonna just continue to invest in that. Again, dollar cost averaging every Tuesday. Um, Now there's X's on my list today because I believe I already invested in it before I determined that this will be a Tuesday thing. So, you know, um, 10% of my math tutoring money will go to my son's stock account. So y'all know that on his first birthday, I put in $100. Second birthday, another 200. Third birthday, another 300. Fourth birthday, another 400. That's 1,000. Um, so for his, well, he's three, so I already passed the $1,000 mark, and last time I checked, we passed the $1,500 mark. That means he's straight all the way up to his fifth birthday. So I'm working on his sixth birthday in the stock market. So I put 10% of tutoring money into that account, and with a goal of hitting $2,100 for the year 2022. Well, actually, he wouldn't need that until he turns six, but since I was already like 10%, might as well try to hit it this year. We'll see what happens. And then last but not least, of course, 10% of all money I make from all my hustles, 10% is going right into my savings account. Yes, that's an income number three, but because it came from the income number two money, that's why I mentioned it in this episode. All right. Next, bottle returns. I wrote on the last Tuesday of the month. Y'all know I'm a bartender. I be pouring them bottles. They don't be dirty, no Rona in people's mouth or whatever. So I pour it, and then on the last Tuesday of the month, which will be Tuesday the 29th, I'm gonna cash them all in, and then 90% of the money is going into my son's cash account, and then 10%, of course, is coming to my account. 10% of everything I touch is coming to my account this year. And the same way I tell y'all, work on 12 months worth of savings. Every time we talk about income three, I'm working on that as well. Now, straight up, for those of y'all wondering, like, how do you talk money, but then you skipping steps? That's because I'm so good in math, in my head, allegedly, supposedly, that I bypassed the savings account and I took a risk into the stock market, which I'm doing halfway decent in there. So we just gonna let that vest, and now we going backwards to, well, going the other direction, not backwards. I don't like that word, but you know what I'm saying, we're now gonna attack income three because income four, we're comfortable with it for now. All right. And of course, if unemployment ever decides to pay your boy, let's just say I should be in a crib, which will be income five. So that way I could have off the first five booming. All right. Little update for those of y'all who care. And a couple more minutes and then I'm out your way. So when I do post a bottle, when I return bottles, I post a story on the Snap again to inspire people. All right. So those of you who know I got a full scholarship. You know I'm worth $250,000, but I will still return cans until I'm financially independent. All right. So if I ain't too big to do it, then maybe I can inspire somebody else to do it as well. All right. And of course, update the bottle return document sheet because I like to take data on how many bottles I return a year. Last year, I believe we hit about $105, maybe something like that, maybe 106, maybe 101.6. It was something like that. But we crossed the $100 mark, which again, I believe all of that money last year went to my son. This year, 10% is coming with me, but the rest is going into my son's account. And my son's cash account, I'm not sure how much is there, but it's definitely more than 1,000. So it might even be 1,400, which means we're getting close to that fifth birthday again. All right. So you could take some of these and run with them. You get what I'm saying? Use some of these ideas for our babies. So if you're in a tight financial situation, which a lot of us are, and I'm included, sometimes you got to just deal with what you got to deal with on your end, but prepare your babies so that when they get our age, they don't deal with that. So if we just focus on the children, then we should be straight. My fault, I'm over here hitting stuff. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, let's say you're in a financial bind and you're just like, man, it's gonna take me 30 years to come out. Cool. At the same time, use those 30 years to build your children's wealth. All right, and see what's up. And last but not least, before we get into our main topic, is income of the day. Links in the comment section below. I'll post that after I download and upload the video. I'm going to bypass the one question with the Kev because I only got a minute left. Technically, of course, I'm going to go over. And then I want to pull up to Coffee with Friends and make sure that Raw to the Bone, who just showed love on my show, I reciprocate. You know what I'm saying? I really like people who understand that we're small, but the vision is great. So the last thing I want to talk about is income 2 out of 7 for a high schooler. So this week's theme is the 7 forms of income if you are in high school or the parent of a high schooler. Okay. So yesterday, I believe I said income one for a high school kid is going to school. Okay. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I meant to. If kids are doing well in school, I wouldn't charge them. But if kids are not doing well in school, I would penalize them by making them pay because that's a sneak preview into their future. You don't do what you got to do, it's going to be harder financially. Not saying impossible, but just a little bit more difficult. I'm not here to sit there and say if you drop out, you're not successful. That's not my point. What I'm trying to say is it is probably easier if you graduate high school. It's probably easier if you graduate college, as well as understanding the 7 forms of income. So I'm trying to bring those together, okay? Again, it's not financial advice, entertainment purposes only. Now, any high school kid who goes to school is doing halfway well and has a job after school. I believe the job after school is income too because their parents probably pay the rent, their parents probably feed them. We spoke about children having a $5 or $6 per day food budget. So, whatever money they're making at their job, I would let them enjoy it. So if my son ever lives with me in his high school days, as long as he's doing what he has to do in school, if he chooses to work, I mean, personally, I'm not going to promote him working because I believe children should just be children. But some of us, you know what I'm saying, we want things that our parents can't afford, or some of us are just, we just got a lot, you know what I mean? We just got to move. So there's nothing wrong with working while you're in high school. I worked 3 jobs in high school. I do regret it, but, there's people like that. I don't regret the things I bought and enjoyed with it. But, anyways, so if a child decides to work after school, that money is, to me, I believe they should have all of it. They can do whatever they want. It's our job as parents and financially literate people um, to educate them on money and finance so that they'll be more likely or apt to make great decisions. Now, since I'm late, I'm gonna penalize myself. Let's go to Coffee with Friends, and then like I said, I'm gonna try to make this quick though. But hold on, let's put it up. Let's put up her show right here. I hope I don't get a copyright strike. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull up after. But yeah, there you go. If you ever watch this Raw to the Bone, then he go on my show. But it's because I'm late. I ain't got no excuse. Um, and did I ask y'all to put up the prayers for Super Mommy? So pray for her recovery. You know what I'm saying? Again, I got a lot of stuff in my head. But so one is going to school. So these kids' income two would be after work, whatever work they do after school, they could do. They could, you know what I'm saying, do whatever they want with the money. I also consider anyone who plays a sport as income number two because those sports usually happen after school. So you already invested some of your time into your academics. Now you're investing some of your time into your physical well-being slash ability to hopefully get an academic scholarship for playing. I mean, athletic scholarship for playing sports. So anyone, what's up, Alaska? I'm about to be gone, and then I'm gonna watch the show you see on the TV, and then I should be back around an hour and a half. All right. But if you're playing sports, I do believe that you can milk that to a scholarship as well. So anyone playing sports would, to me, would be an income number two. All right. And then last but not least, let's address the students who are not performing as well. Okay. So if you have a student who is not performing as well in school, but then they also want a job, I would then take whatever money they're making and then charge them 65% of their second hustle. I would charge them that. No, 25%. I'm sorry. 25%. I would straight up charge my son. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. If my son's grades are not good, but he insists on working, I'm taking 25% of that check and I'm calling it a bill. Yep. You're going to learn about finances. You don't want to do what you got to do in school? Yeah, you want to go outside and make minimum wage? Give me some of that. Now, of course, as a responsible parent, I think this is a good way to end. I wouldn't spend any of the money that I take from my children. What I'm going to do is take that money, add it to those accounts that I already mentioned earlier. All right, most likely the cash account. And then what I would do is hold it, have my son mad at me, hate me, all of that stuff. And as soon as it's time for him to move out, that is when I'll hit him with the, yo, you gotta sit down, son. Hey, yo, you know your dad's name is Super Kev. Well, that makes you baby super. Well, it's now time to talk super money. He's gonna look at me like I'm crazy. And then that's when I present him that cash account that I've been growing since he was a baby Lala. And then by then, that money plus, if he's not doing so well in school, plus that 25% will just be added, more interest, all of that good stuff. My son will have a head start that he ain't even understanding that he got. You know what I'm saying? So either you're doing good in school and we let you slide, or you're not doing so well in school and we're going to charge you. And that's either the incentive to do better, or you're just going to prepare for a life of struggle financially. You be all right. Because, shoot, my mother struggled. It'd be like that. And my mother raised two fine young men. So you could struggle and still be successful. Just me, I don't want to struggle no more. So a comment that just came in from Alaska is, um, basically, she wrote students with special needs. So I'm going to assume she's asking, how would I handle income number 2 with a student who has special needs? So the first thing I would do is income number 1 doesn't change, right? So, and you remember, I taught students with special ed or students with special needs for 11 years. So they can do well in school. And if you're a parent of a child with special needs, first thing you do is get that IEP popping. All right, the individualized education plan, make it so that these kids have reasonable expectations relative to their abilities. So now, after you do that part and your baby has a fair plan, all right, that's the key. All right, everybody's capacity in academia is different, but when you get what your capacity is supposed to be and everyone agrees and that it's fair, cool. So boom, income 1 is the special needs students with the support of um, certified educators and specially licensed SPED teachers should be getting the support that they deserve. So now it is time to talk about students with special needs getting jobs. Well, straight up, when I was a teacher, we used to differentiate, right, which jobs students with special needs we felt they could do versus which one was a little extra for them. Again, I'm trying to be respectful with my speech, and I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to say. So, for example, I'm trying to think of a job. Uh, I can't even think of a job like that, but I don't know. I can't think of one right now. But oh, I got one. Let's say I got a great example. Okay, let's say I'm a basketball coach. Shout out to my homie watching Uncle Chops. I already rashed you, so we clear. All right. Let's say you have a student with special needs and his favorite sport is basketball. What I would do as a parent slash teacher slash administrator slash special ed teacher slash coach or whatever is I would try to get that child, the special needs child, a simple task while like on the basketball team. So maybe that simple task would be make sure that the coach always has towels. I don't know, something, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, again, be respectful, but also make sense. Listen, if you tell a student with special needs, you're only one, and that's another thing. When you have students with special needs, especially autism, a lot of times you want to break things down, right? One at a time, maybe two, depending on their level on the autistic spectrum. So if using autism as an example, I would give a student one task. Yo, I just need towels. Your towels. That's it. The kid needs to know where the towels are, stay away from the basketball court, like if the game is going on or practice is going on. A low end job as far as responsibilities, but not low end as far as importance, because we need them towels, or we need to get this laundry popping to keep our basketball players smelling fresh. All of these jobs are important. And because it's you know what I'm saying, one thing that we're asking them to do, they can now develop their resume, right? And now we could have kids with special needs who also have resumes. One thing that is tough is a lot of kids are supported. I know a lot of kids are supported through DCF till they're like 18 or whatever, or even if until they graduate college. But then as soon as they graduate, it's like, yo, like you're on your own there. And I don't know. I got my own opinions on that. And I just feel we could do a better job of preparing them while still giving them the special attention that they might need or require. All right. Just because they have special needs doesn't mean they can't perform. It might mean they don't multitask as well as others, and that's okay. As a matter of fact, I don't think many of y'all can multitask as good as me. So, I mean, that happens. There's different levels of abilities. However, just like the IEP states, we should have some jobs that are available for our students with special needs. All right. So, I definitely went 10 minutes over. I was trying to go like 10 seconds over. But like I said, I'm going to tune into her show, give her the same love that I ask y'all to give me. And the two people watching right now, shout out to y'all. And then as soon as her show is over, um, I'm gonna be back and we'll talk about income three. I'm gonna tell you straight up. My man Uncle Chop said, "Damn, why did I get rashed?" I'll go back and look. I mean, you could because that supports me, but I'm gonna give you the answer. I said, when I get cash back, I don't kill me because I gotta go. But you my guy, I got you right now. I said when I get cash back from my Get Upside program, I send the money to my PayPal. From PayPal, I invest in cryptocurrency. So I know you're over there like, yo, bruh, PayPal ain't a real wallet. Venmo's not a real wallet. So I already know you gonna rash me. But my logic is, if the money is free and you gonna give me PayPal option, shoot, why not take advantage? You know what I'm saying? So there you have it. And then when it comes to fetch rewards, which I believe you put me on to, by the way, I don't remember. I'm just saying. I'm at like 9,000. I'm flirting with 10,000. I did not. See, I told you he's gonna ask me. I did not cash any of that out. But again, if they give me a a PayPal or a Venmo option, I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna end it with my logic. So my man says, "Dog, you're wasting your money." Maybe, but remember, this is all cash back money, free money. You get what I'm saying? So remember, Get Upside. I'm over there swiping somebody else's credit card, and then the money's coming to my PayPal. With Fetch, I'm over there using that same receipt, and then the money come back. It ain't my money, bruh. So on that note, it's your boy Super Kev. As long as I'm a live, there will be a live. And like I said, as soon as this show, Coffee with Friends, is over, I will be back. We're going to talk about income three. We're going to pay ourselves, all of that good stuff. And I'm getting me a globe. See, the comments keep coming in when I'm trying to leave. Yeah, we want to talk about the globe. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the globe and shout out to Africa and Asia. We got to hit them. And then we'll color this when we get a chance. You know what I'm saying? I ain't prioritizing that right now. But you already know what it is. We're going to put this on YouTube. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And of course, the last thing that I like to say at the end of the episode is, to support me is to press like, to share, to comment, and subscribe. Those are free. But if you want to take your support to the next level, we got the Cash App donation link. We got the PayPal donation link. Shout out to the 3 people around the world who have already donated. All right. And what y'all are doing is helping get Super Kev High up and running even faster. All right. If I could get $1 from everybody around the world, that would be $6.5 billion to run this school. Shout out to my bae from the UK. But like I said, I got to come back in an hour and a half. See, every time I got to leave y'all, it gets lit. But I will be back. Give me about an hour and some change. All right. You already know what it is. I love y'all. Peace mode. Whew. Damn. I hope I ain't too ashy, but you already know what it is. Peace mode. Cool.